Hey guys, it's Ginger. Welcome back to my channel. So today I'm doing a watch me work. I'm going to be doing my own nails. I have no idea what this color is on my right hand, so I apologize for that. I'm pretty sure it's from the November release of Madam Glam, but I'm really not sure, so I'm sorry about that. So I had started on my nails and I'm like, oh, grab your camera quick before you get too far into this. So I had started by shortening them. They were quite long and I wanted a nice short sharp square, so I shortened them and I had already pushed back the cuticle and then went in with my e-file on my thumb. So I'm going to show you what I'm doing here on the rest of the nails, and then I'm just going to do the rest of the demo on what I do to all the nails on my thumb, and if anything's different on the other fingers, I show you that as well. So I'm just taking this cuticle bit and on forward on the e-file, going around the cuticle area, and then I'll flip it to reverse and go around the other side of the cuticle area to make sure I get the whole nail plate and get all that dead skin removed. Now I'm going in with a extra coarse bit, I believe. These bits are very aggressive, so if you are a beginner, I would not recommend using a bit like this. They can be quite dangerous and you could really destroy your nail plate if you're not careful. So user discretion. So I'm using this to debulk and remove the old glitter and design, but mainly to debulk because I'm going to be encapsulating some Mylar in this set and jazz it up nice and wintry looking. So I definitely want to debulk this gel a good bit. That way when I encapsulate everything, it won't be too thick. And you see I've got it pretty thin, and I'm gonna do that to the rest of the nails as well off camera, and I'm gonna make sure I get all of that glitter off, and then I'm gonna go in with my sanding band to finish up that little tiny spot between my natural nail and where the gel meets. You don't want to take that aggressive coarse bit to your natural nail at all. So I'm taking a fine grit sanding band, and this is on a low speed on my e-file, and I'm going to go around that cuticle area where I did before with the cuticle bit, making sure I've got every little bit of that dead skin off, and also smoothing out the area between where the natural nail and the gel meet, making sure there's no lifting and that the natural nail is prepped and ready for gel. Once that's done, just clean everything off with some isopropyl alcohol and a nail brush, and you can see right there how smooth that transition is between the natural nail and the gel. It's like they melt together. I love that. Then I decided that these were a little bit too wide for my liking, so I'm just tapering in the sides a bit of this square just so it doesn't look too wide. Do that to all the nails, dust them off once more, and we are ready to prime and apply gel. So this is the Luminary system, which I absolutely love. This is what I use on my nails all the time. It is absolutely just an amazing product, and I use this a ton on my clients. It's just a great overlay gel system. So I take the primer. It just needs to go on the natural nail, but if you get it on the gel, it's not going to hurt anything. It doesn't have to go on the gel, so you don't have to apply it to the entire nail where there is already gel, because it's kind of wasteful of the primer. And then give that, just a few seconds to dry and get tacky, and then you go in with your gel. So I just gave that a little quick stir. Sometimes it can like separate a little bit in the pot, so I just gave it a little bit of a stir, get all that back incorporated together, and then I'm going in over my nail. I'm doing a super thin layer here, just adding enough gel to the back part of the nail where is my natural nail, and blending it into where the gel is already on my nail without adding a lot of bulk or thickness. I just want to cover up the natural nail and make it opaque like the rest of the nail. Hopefully that makes sense, because then we're gonna start adding our glitter and Mylar in next. And like I said before, we don't want this nail to get too thick because we have to go in with clear and cap the whole thing. Okay, now I got everything smooth to my liking, and it's not too thick. I'm going to cure that. Okay, so now the thumb is cured, and I'm going to go in with this Mylar, and I'm just pushing this into the tacky layer. Anytime you're doing like two different glitters, or if you're doing a glitter and a Mylar, you want to use your largest size first and put those everywhere you want them, because once you go in with that fine glitter, it's going to take up all this space on the nail. It's going to completely eliminate any tacky that's left over. It's going to cover all that up and you won't be able to get your Mylar to stick. So use your bigger, chunkier glitter first, which in my case, this is the Mylar. I'm just applying those all over the nail. And then once I have as many as I'd like, I'm going to go in and just kind of pour the glitter over top of the nail to cover up the rest of the empty space. Just like so. And then just tap off that extra. And I'm just going to push that down into that tacky layer, make sure it's as flat as it can be. And then I'm going in with the clear gel. This is the Clarity from Luminary. And this little pot here I use specifically for glitter. You can see there's glitter in the bottom of it. And I use this to encapsulate glitter because it transfers and you get glitter in your pot. And yeah, you always want to have a designated top coat, or anytime you're doing anything with glitter, you want to have its own designated thing, because glitter, you just can't get rid of it. So I put kind of like a slip layer down there, kind of mushing all the glitter and the Mylar down. And now I'm going to go over top of that with my building layer. And I'm just going to build this nail up, encapsulate all of that Mylar, and get the structure of the nail the way I like it. And then that'll go into the light for a full cure. Luminary can get a little bit hot. You can get a good heat spike on it. I always get a heat spike on it. The clear more so than the pink. So I would suggest definitely using your low heat mode on your lamp and flash curing and coming out of the light for a few seconds and back in, and just do it kind of slow. And once you know that heat spike goes away, I do a full cure for 60 seconds. So there it is, looking so sparkly and pretty. And I already did the pinky off camera just to see what I was gonna do. So I'm gonna go and finish the rest of the nails up. The index finger is gonna look like the thumb and the pinky, like so. And then I filed off camera, so everything's been filed, filled, and ready for the next step. So dusting everything off, we got the pinky, the index, and the thumb all the same with the Mylar and the glitter. Now on the ring finger, I'm going to do a full sugared nail, which is gorgeous. And on the middle, I'm going to do like a sweater design, like a sweater pattern with a sugared effect as well. And it's top coat time. Oh my gosh, isn't that pretty? So I'm going to top coat all the nails except for the one I'm going to sugar. This is the Luminary top coat. It's a no wipe top coat, so it cures without a sticky layer, which is nice. Perfect for sugaring. So all the nails are cured. They've got a top coat. They're not sticky. I'm going in on the ring finger, putting that top coat down, leaving it wet, and pouring the sugar or the glitter right into the gel, which is what we call the sugared effect. Look at that sparkle. Oh, it's so pretty. Okay, and then that goes into the light for a full 60-second cure. You can do 2 minutes if you're worried it's not going to cure all the way. Brush off the extra, and there is your sugared nail. It is stunning. So now the reason that I top coated the middle finger is because I want it shiny behind the sugar effect. So I'm gonna go in with my Mission Control from Young Nails, white. And I'm going to draw on the sweater pattern and then pour the sugar into that uncured white gel. And then that is finished and ready to go. It doesn't need to be top coated, and you get your sugared sweater effect. So this is really hard to film on myself, and I know I messed this line up, and so like I cut the camera off to like fix it, and then when I come back, the lines and the dots are already on there. So I apologize, I missed that, but it's just lines and dots. So you get the gist of it. So I get the lines and the dots on, as you'll see right here. And then I want to go ahead in and do my sugaring and cure that and keep it, you know, cured into place before I do the middle part, just in case I bump something, I don't want to mess it up. So pour that on, tap off the extra, and into the light it goes. Once it comes out, you just brush it off, just like the other nail. And then I'm going to do the little zigzag sweater design in the middle. Same thing, going to put that on with a nice small detail brush, put the glitter over it to do the sugared effect, and cure it. So this is such tiny detail work, and I know when we watch these back on our phones or TVs or computer monitors, it looks rather large, but to do this in real life is such tedious, tiny detail work. And I don't have very long fingers, so it's really hard for me to do this on myself and film it, but I think I did a pretty good job. So I hope you guys enjoy the video, and I love how this set of nails turned out. I wore this as long as I could, and yeah, it's just beautiful. I love sugared nails. And that's it, guys. Now that you are thoroughly covered in glitter, you're ready for the holidays. I love the icy, glittery, wintry look of this mani and how soft it is at the same time. I love this Luminary Drive color. It's such a pretty soft pink. My clients are obsessed with it. They like to wear it just on its own. I have a few girls who do like plain manicures, and it's just an absolutely perfect product for that. So I have been enjoying using Luminary, and I will continue to do so. Yep, that's the finished look, guys. Let me know what you think down below. Thank you so much for watching. And if you're not already subscribed, please do so. And I will see you all in my next video. Bye.